the desire to project our identities to others through our lifestyle choices was less pronounced in the 1980s than it is now, say with Instagram. But young people in both German states wanted to participate in this aspect of youth culture and consumption, which of course was more difficult to do in East Germany than it was in West Germany. So many teens and young adults in East Germany, the GDR, would make clothes for themselves that they couldn't find, or they would ask their mothers to do it for them. So take a hip hopper, which is actually what they were called, someone that wanted to dance, to break dance, right? And they needed a tracksuit and these weren't available. They might ask their mom to make them a tracksuit. Also, this led to some interesting effects, like sewing was not such a gendered activity as it is certainly in the United States today. So there were plenty of young guys who would make their own clothes if they had to get what they wanted. Now, this kind of DIY mentality, when it was viewed from West Germany, where teens could buy basically anything they saw in magazines, or they could even fly to London for the latest fashion, right? The East German DIY approach was normally looked down upon quite a bit, but there were exceptions. So German punks in the West really admired the East German punks for being really authentic, right? Making all of their own clothing and all the accessories that go with it, and managing to do their hairstyles with like sugar water instead of actual hair gel, that kind of thing. So that was an unexpected outcome. There is also some evidence from social science research that in East Germany in the 1980s, that teens there began to exhibit some more individualistic tendencies. You could call these some Western values if you want. The researchers found that this kind of self-expression through fashion and music, through their lifestyle choices, was becoming more common and more important to young people as individuals. And also that teens wanted more control over their education and their career, which in the socialist state was a little bit restricted in certain ways. But this is not to say that young people, even at the end of the 1980s in East Germany, that they had given up completely on the collectivity of socialism, right? On the ideology of coming together and working for a greater good. That's not the case at all. They've demonstrated a stronger work ethic in many areas than West German teens did. And most of them still believe strongly that they had a duty to help neighbors or coworkers, and they were willing to give their time and effort and labor to projects and causes that they believed in. And this could be socialism. And by the end of the 1980s, it was often repeated that they supported socialism, but just perhaps not the type of socialism that had come to be in the GDR in East Germany.